Thousands of stories like these are reported in the United States every year. What are people seeing? Cryptozoology, the study of hidden or unknown animals, has gone from being an obscure topic to a major presence in our culture. Eyewitnesses of unexplained creatures meet to tell their stories and share their evidence, and almost every night on television, you can find a program devoted to the search of unknown species. Bigfoot has become the most popular, but sightings of all sorts of other animals continue, and eyewitnesses continue to come forward. I want to find these people. I want to ask them, what have you seen? How has it impacted you? And what does our fascination with cryptozoology say about us? The International Cryptozoology Museum is the only one of its kind, founded in 2003 by Loren Coleman. Loren greets his visitors at the door, and the first thing he wants to know is where you're from.
Questions, and they sometimes tell me really interesting things like, oh, I'm from Sister Lakes, Michigan. And I said, did you know there was a Bigfoot creature seen there in 1962? And they say, or then I go over here and I say, Cryptozoology is my book, one of 35 books that I've written, and in that I define cryptozoology as the study of hidden or unknown animals. Everything in this room is the real evidence. Like here we have the fecal material from the Yeti from the 1959 Tom Slick expedition, and that's the cast from the expedition, the letter from actor Jimmy Stewart, who I interviewed about his involvement in the Yeti expedition, Ed Hillry's signature, Sir Edmund Hillary, and his real hair samples. So these are all real hair samples, real casts, all original material, with some recreations of things like the Pan-Boucher hand or the tooth seen in the Hammer film, the abominable snowman of the Himalayas. And then, of course, one of our popular items here is the Bigfoot. This was done by a Wisconsin taxidermist. He wanted to show his friends what 8 feet was like, and he wanted to use a Bigfoot model. He wasn't really into Bigfoot that much. But he used 2 muskoxen fur and then a bison hump for the head, for that thing in the head. And exactly 8 feet tall, 400 pounds.
Loren dove headfirst into this field, beginning his own search from his home state of Illinois.
Fascinated by. I'd go on little expeditions with game wardens, or when I went to college, I picked the college based upon the tales in southern Illinois of little apes. And then I would hitchhike around the country. Back in the 60s, you could actually do that safely. And I'd go investigate cases, I'd interview people.
Over the last 50 years, Loren Coleman has become the go-to person concerning creature sightings.
Loren Coleman is one of the world's leading cryptozoologists.
He is frequently on TV shows and in films, and has authored over 35 books. He is the most well-known cryptozoologist on the planet.
And so cryptozoology has been a wonderful outlet because it's taken me all over North America and some places around the world, and in touch with amazing people who have seen incredible things, but also investigators and researchers like myself. So it's been more than a naturalist. I feel very privileged and humbled by what cryptozoology's done for me.
I just finished watching Chris Maloney's Cryptotrip, and it was very, very good. It ended with Michael Rugg at the Discovery Museum. Todd Neese was in it. Loren Coleman did a fantastic presentation. It was just a great, great film to wrap up everything that goes on in the cryptid community, not just Bigfoot. And I hope they release this for distribution because it was very good. Something to show your kids and your grandkids years from now so they know what you were doing as a researcher. So I'm sitting here with Christopher Maloney, and I just finished watching Cryptotrip, and I thought it was brilliant how you took our whole generation and kind of combined it into this nice documentary. So our children, our grandchildren will see this is what we were doing in our generation, chasing the monsters and everything. Right. Where are you from?
I'm from Kentucky.
Oh, from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have sightings down there. That's kind of close to the Mothman, too, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Wasn't it? Okay.
Right, yeah. West Virginia is to the east. And then there's even a big Bigfoot presence in Kentucky and Ohio, too.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff had us traveling way out of state.
Yeah. I loved how you finished up with Mike Rugg and Todd Neese.
Right.
It's great. I've got all my friends. It's great to see. So what gave you this idea? How long have you been interested in cryptids? Probably your whole life, right?
Right, yeah. One of the earliest books I checked out from the library when I was a kid was about the Loch Ness Monster. So it's been an interest for me for a very long time, but then like in the past few years it's like everybody else is catching up with that interest, because it's like hard to turn on the TV without seeing something about Bigfoot or cryptids in general, so it just seemed like a good time to combine my interest with something that everybody seems to be interested in now.
How many people were involved with your making of this film, and did they all have the same interest as you?
Meaning
like did they just want to make a documentary, or were they interested in cryptids?
Well, you mean the people I interviewed?
Well, the people that are working with you.
Oh, right. Well,
yeah.
It's such a small number of people who work with me. Like, I mean, I did most of the camera work and the editing, all of it myself. But yeah, everyone is interested in cryptids, I find. I mean, everyone that helped me out was interested, mostly with Bigfoot. I mean, that's where even someone who doesn't know that much about cryptozoology, they know about Bigfoot,
right?
And they want to know more. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, most people, they can't hear enough about these things. They can't hear enough about sightings, especially like around where they live. So I think everyone's becoming like an amateur cryptozoologist, just because it's so fascinating.
Yes. So how long did it take you to make this documentary?
About a year.
About a year. I saw some footage from the Creature Weekend from just this past year.
Right.
So yeah, you added some of that there. Mm-hmm. It was really cool to see you sitting in Lauren Cohen's museum, and then the people who've provided artwork to him in the background. I mean, and it's like, oh, I know that painting. I know that. It was really, really cool. I was tweeting and everything during the movie. I'm sorry, but
no, that's fine.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
But it was very, very good. I was asked already, do you have any copies for sale?
I have copies with me.
Okay.
For sale, yeah.
Okay, great.
They're all advanced copies, so there's like no artwork or anything like that, but I am selling those, yeah.
Okay, and are you going to be able to get home distribution?
I hope so.
How hard is it as an independent to do that?
It's tough. I mean, it's like why we come to these festivals.
To get the interest up and everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll definitely help promote Cryptotrip
Thank
for
you
you.
very much.
And Cryptomundo is very excited. And, if you could ever get down to Cryptopalooza this October. Oh, actually, it's next week. What am I saying? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're putting that on. It's going to be a big event. Oh, guess what? Next weekend at Cryptopalooza, the executive producer of Lord of the Rings found out about it, and also the